So my name's Ken Finnan, and my job is to get you past all the exams. And the number one question I get before I do my live, so I'm hoping to save some time and make it less chaotic, is what do I do? I'm taking the test tomorrow or 2 weeks or whatever it is. So let's, first of all, if you're taking it tomorrow, too late, you're fucked. Okay? No, I'm kidding around. Get some sleep. If you're taking it tomorrow, you should not be on my live. You should be getting sleep and you should be going over customer accounts. Literally any exam you take, literally any exam, you should probably read customer accounts. I have crash course videos you can watch, playlists you can watch. Go watch those and get some sleep. If you have a significant other, make sure they do the right thing or ask them to do the right thing. And you don't want to make them do anything, but you ask them. Just massage. That's all I'm talking about. Just keep you relaxed. No fighting, stuff like that. Now, if you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so if you're taking it tomorrow, what are you doing out here? Get off here, click and get out of here. If you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so let's say you're taking it in 2 days. Tomorrow is no testing. It's adding knowledge, reading customer accounts, going over videos, hopefully my crash course videos or others. Bottom line is you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to take a test. I'm not a fan of testing. Some people like it. I disagree with it because if you go bad, there's no upside. If it goes bad for you, you're screwed. So I say, don't take a test tomorrow. Take it easy. Around dinner time, you're done. I don't care if you're taking the test at 5 o'clock at night. At dinner time, you're done. Okay? Don't do anything. Again, the night before is always kind of go out to dinner. Don't go, pounding, going fireballs, but just literally go out to dinner, maybe talk to people who aren't involved in it, who don't care about the test, don't want to hear it. You want to do stuff that just relax you. If you have SDC or Notman, they have these little sheets that you can go through. Maybe the day before, make sure you go over it like hot sheets or key topic stuff or crunch time facts. Again, I have crash course playlists, a whole playlist on almost every test you can take. Now, let's say you're taking it more than 2 days out. So what you want to do is within the up to, but not including the last, I don't even know if that's right. The last 8 to 10 days is testing, okay? Before that, you're reading and quizzing and testing, all that. A lot of focus on reading, mostly focus on reading, watching videos, adding knowledge. But in the last 8 days, not including the day before, so whatever that is, so 10 days before, you're going to take tests every day. One test, not two. If it's a 63 of the SIE, maybe you can take 2. But again, I don't think it works so well. Oh, I feel the heat on my back. I really just want to turn around and take a dive. The problem is when I go in there, there's a manatee warning. The boats have to go around me. I have to wear a flag saying manatee, don't hit me, stuff like that. Now, up to but not including the day before the test, you are to take 1 final a day. Now, remember something. When you do a final, review the whole thing, not just the wrong answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do a triage. There's really 3 or 4 choices. You look them over. If you got it right for the right reason, you're good. Move on. Make sure you read the answer why, okay? 2, if you got it right for the wrong reason, mark that down. You have to review it because if you got it right because you guessed, that's just as bad as a wrong. Almost more dangerous, right? Because you think you got it. 2, if you got it wrong because you misread it, which happens with the Kaplan, Past Perfect, STC, even Achievable, all of them, you can misread it. If you get it wrong because you misread it, but you knew the concept, don't worry about it. The last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know your shit. That you have to review. So really, you're going to have 4 choices, mark them all, and then if you got it right for the right reason or wrong because you misread it, but you understand the concept, don't worry about it. The ones you have to review are the ones you got right for the right reason, and then the ones you got for the wrong reason. The ones you got for the wrong reason. See, when I talk too fast, my brain is here, my mouth is here, and they're not in conjunction. And then ones you got right for the wrong reason, like guessing, and then you got to be honest with yourself. Don't be like, oh, I think I know it, or the ones you got wrong for the right reason. I guess the right reason to be wrong, you don't know it. If you're starting to memorize questions, buy another QBank. STCS 4 supplemental exams. If you want, buy Kaplan. But again, you don't want to add a new QBank in the last few days. You want to do it out so you can literally get used to the question because you don't want to switch it up the day before. Again, you need to go in there like a badass. You need to go into the test like I'm going to fucking own this shit and you're going to run it, okay? You got to go in there confident. You got to understand that if you go in there confident, if you go into this test as a confident badass, not cocky, confident, I know my shit, then when you see a hard question, you're going to go, oh, I can do this, okay? And you can work through it or even mark for review, shit like that. If you go in there where you're not sure and you're like, oh, I'm afraid, then every hard question is going to look to you like, see, I knew I should have waited. And that's a bad thing because you won't try it. I've seen that so many times where if you give someone positive confirmation of good work, they're willing to work a little bit harder on the question. If you're like, oh, I'm not ready, they go, oh, I knew I wasn't ready. They give up. We don't want give up. We want you to attack it like you know your shit, okay? And that's literally it. You maybe want to watch some of my exam walkthrough videos, join my live, but not the night before. I don't want to see you the night before. I want to see you after you pass so we can play a song for you and blow it out your ass, okay? Good. Okay, everyone, go beat this thing. You got this. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. And you need to say every morning, get up in the morning, brush your teeth with your offhand, even if you want to brush your teeth with your foot, and keep saying, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass this. Say it like 10 times with confidence. Not I need to pass it. Not I got to pass it. I'm going to pass it. That's your goal. Go beat this thing. We got it, baby.
Just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Boom, that gets me going every damn day. Boom, that gets me going every day. Let's make this work. Where are we? There we go. Let's make it scary. Woohoo! Okay, welcome. I should switch this up. Let me do this real quick. Boom, there we are on the other side. Okay, welcome to Tuesday nights. If you notice, it looks a little different. I'm standing. I've got a desk because I'm so tired. Look, I've been teaching I teach 12, 15 hours every day, right? Eventually, it's going to kill me. The number one killer of old men is old age, really. But I have a standing desk now, so we're going to try this out. It goes up and down, little button here, up and down. I can get it up here. I can go down there. I can do anything. Welcome on. Happy Tuesday. It's the 14th, almost the Ides of January. And we're halfway through the longest month of the goddamn year because January always feels like it's like 3 months long. Then February feels like it's a week. Okay, let me get some clean shit out of the way. If you need free resources, go to the FINRA exam group that's scrolling across the bottom. FINRA and NASA Exam Test Prep Network. Almost 7,200 people in. They're growing every day. Lots of tutors helping people out. It's private. So that's why you got to ask the question and keep the spammers out. It's all good shit. And I think we're in a good place. So that's a good place to get a lot of resources. You put stuff in there. Now, next, go check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. He's amazing. Go check out. I guess that's about it. That's where we're gonna go with that. Okay. Now let's get into some questiones. Here we go. Angelita sounds like a song. Angelita. Okay. Sounds like everyone. We're happy Tuesday. Okay. Okay, stock splits and stock dividends. Okay, hold on. Let's go, baby. Matt Ostrowski. That is outstanding. I love it. Time for a shit show. Boom, baby. That's awesome, Matt. Here, so we're getting this. You go 63 in 8 days. That is outstanding. Let's see if I can make it the whole hour doing this thing. Standing up. Little Michael Scott stretching, yoga. Okay, now, we got it, baby. Let's fucking go and get this thing, right? Any surprises on that puppy? By the way, everyone who joined in the membership, I love it. Thank you very much. I saw that. Guys, we're going to love it. You join in the classes on Friday nights. Even if you're just doing it for the options videos, it will change your life. Okay. Now, let's get into this. Okay. So if you watch, I did these. If you can get through the whole 2-hour Burning Math video, I love that. So I did the Mathapalooza, then I just did Burning Math the other day, right? Last week, maybe, right? And it's literally just 2 hours of math problems. I do like PE ratio, cumulative preferred, the hard ones. I do stock splits on stock and options. I do, there's a bunch of hard ones out there that I'm doing. All stuff that I feel like you're on. I don't give you questions from the exam, but stuff I kind of saw and heard that they had in the exam. So we're there. Okay. Now, how do stock splits and stock dividends, how do they affect options? Okay. So here's the deal. If it's an even split. So Ken, what's an even split? An even split is a split where it's 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1. Now, I don't have anything to write it down. I think I can make this with this. I get my vibe board working, but we'll see. Now, if I have an even split that's 3-to-1, let's say it's 3-to-1. So everyone have a piece of paper, write this down. You own one XYZ October 50 call. Boom. You own one XYZ October 50 call. We're going to use that for both of them. So let's do this. So I have a 3-to-1 stock split. That means I got 3 shares for everyone I own. I did this for my SIE class today. Now, I do 3 divided by 1. That's how I get my multiplier. That's a multiplier of 3. Okay, let's bring this down. Okay, now, we're going to do this because I don't need to make a big scene with shit like that. Ooh, lower. Getting lower now. Getting lower now. Okay, so now, when we do this, okay, so now we're going to go into this. So if it's an even split, you have 1 XYZ 50, call it 3. If you do a 3-for-1 split, you're going to take the 3 divided by 1, and that's going to be 3. I think we got that, right? 3 times 1 contracts, you're going to get more contracts. You're now going to have 3 contracts, okay? It's 3 divided by 1, 3 contracts. You're now going to have 3 contracts, okay? Okay. 3 contracts, and then you're going to divide the 50 by 3, so that's going to give you what? 1666. So if you have a regular stock split, even split into 1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1, that is going to be an even split. That turns into you're going to get more contracts worth less. Okay, now, if we have an uneven split, 3-to-2, 5-for-4, shit like that, 3-to-2, say it's a 3-for-2 split. You do 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Now remember something. You can't have half a contract, okay? You cannot have half a contract. So if you do 3 divided by 2, that gives you 1.5. You're going to take the 1.5 and multiply by what? The number of shares in the contract. Okay, not the contracts, the number of shares. Each option is worth 100 shares. So you're going to have 1 contract. You have 100 shares in the contract. 1.5 times 100 is 150 shares. So you now have 150 shares, still 1 contract, 150 shares. Then you're going to do the 50 divided by that. Okay. And then we do 50 divided by 50 divided by 1.5 is 3333. So you're going to still have 1 contract worth 150 shares with the 33.33 strike price. So again, if it's an even split, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, you get more contracts with the lower strike. If it's an uneven split, you get more shares in the same contracts with the lower strike price. Always remember, whenever there's a forward split, more shares worth less. So if this is an uneven split, it's going to be more shares in the contract and then lower price. If it's an even split, it's going to be more contracts with a lower price. Diego, I hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Okay, you're killing me here. Okay, now. Customers short 10 ABC 50 calls at 250 and short a 50 put at 350. So this is a short straddle. This is super easy. So everyone do this together. We've done these. It's not giving away any secrets. Short of 50 calls, short of 50 put. It's a short straddle. So what do we do? Since it's 2 cells, we're going to add them together. 250 plus 350 is 5 plus 50 and 50. That's 6. So our net premium, okay, now, our net premium is 6. So we're going to do the break evens. We're going to do 40, 56, and 44. So our break evens are 56 and 44, and we want it inside, okay? 56, I got to do the math here. So it's 56 and 44. Let's do this now. We're doing the math right? Yeah, okay. Now, and the customer is assigned as a put by short calls, expire worthless. So we know that. So if the stock goes down, it's going to expire worthless. So we can do the math here. So we have 44 minus 4.5 is 75. Are you sure you have the numbers right down? Hold on. Oh, stupid. Okay. So this is what they did. Okay. So now I see what they did. So they're not going to do it this way. They will not do it this way. So first of all, ABC declines to 40.50 and the customer is assigned. You can't ask these questions on this because I can't write shit down. So the option is assigned. So you're going to buy stock at 50. Write this down. And then he actually declined. And then the customer is assigned in the put position while short calls are worthless. And then he liquidates his long position at 45. So we're going to buy the stock at 50, right? Because it's exercise. So we're going to buy the stock at 50. Right? Because we're going to buy it at 50 and then we're going to sell it at 45. So we're going to lose, let's do the math here. We buy it at 50. And then we make, oh yeah, that works. Okay, so let's do it. So we buy the stock at 50 and we kind of make $6, right? So if the stock, so basically it's expiring, it's going to 40, 50 and we don't do anything. So we end up buying the stock at $50 because we have to, and nothing happens because we didn't get out of the position yet, right? Okay, so now we still own the stock. So now we own the stock at 50, but we have $6 in our pocket. So we didn't lose anything yet. Then we end up selling the stock at 45. So that's going to be, we bought it at 50 because we have to. We sold the put. And then we have to sell the stock at 45. We're going to lose $5. But we have 6 in our pocket. So that has to be a gain of 1,000. So again, especially straddles, there's no way they're doing this. But let's do it again. I short a straddle at 50. I short a straddle and I get $6. It exercises and I buy the stock at 50. So again, I don't have a gain or loss. I just bought my stock at 50. Okay. So I bought the stock at 50 and technically I got $6 in my pocket. Then later we have to, if you're reading it, we liquidate the shares at 45. So we bought the stock at 50 because the put was exercised. We sell it at 45. We lose $5, right? But we have $6 in our pocket from selling the options, right? We did that math already. So I lose 5 and gain 1. I gain 6. I make 1,000. Hope that helps, Ashley. Okay. Now somebody else just asked a question because they couldn't type it in, I guess. Huh? Okay. Okay. I don't know what that question is now. Let's go. Yes, this is for the SIE or the 7, Celine. Either the SIE, this is only for FINRA stuff, right? SIE 6 and 7. Thursday is NASA stuff. Okay. 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 This is a great question. Eddie B. All securities are T+1. It's not even most. So this is the way the actual rule says, because mutual funds can do what they want. It says, all securities now settle T+1 except for mutual funds. That's the wording. Because mutual funds can choose their own time. They can choose their X date whenever they want. So the X date and the record date are now the same. Since everything is T+1, since everything is T+1, Amruta, I'll get to you. Since everything is T+1, it is X date and record date are now the same. So you have to buy it before the record date. Well, I have to buy it so it settles on the record date, which means you have to buy it the day before the X date, which is the same day. So X date and record date are the same. You have to, but they're different things, right? So you have to settle by the record date. We have to buy it before the X date, which they're the same day. So whatever the record date is, you need to buy the stock the day before because it's also the X date. Hope that helps. Eddie B. Eddie Bauer. Okay. Amruta, that's awesome. Let's go, baby. I agree. I think my option stuff is awesome. I do think it's awesome. You deserve a good little song there. Certain man in Russia long ago. He was big and strong in his eyes of flaming glow. There you go, Amruta. That is outstanding. Okay. Okay. Utilizing Notman for a 20 state. Okay, I got 76. Okay. You're good. If you're doing this and you're scoring sauce, let's do it, PJ. I like it. So now, if you are scoring, if you're passing the 76 on the benchmark, and it's not from memorizing, it's from knowing, right? You're fine. Okay. If you're doing that, if you're getting 76s on everything, if you're getting 76 and you're scoring well on everything, and you don't feel like you're guessing and you feel like you're solidly like understand it a little bit, you're good. If you want, go to my exam walkthroughs. I have a whole playlist for exam walkthroughs where I take tests. Go take those. If you're passing those too, not that they're harder or different or more accurate, it's just if you can pass them on a different vendor, you're good. Notman's great. Notman actually has, their questions are sometimes more convoluted than the real test. So I would say focus on, maybe go over the exam walkthrough playlist, take a few of those, not the SIE ones, obviously take the, you're taking the 7, right? Well, I don't know if you're taking the 7 or not, but whatever it is, I have a test that matches it. Go bang that out. See how you do on those. You walk through them with me, press pause, do that stuff. And then see how you do. We go from there. And if you're passing on those, you're good to go. If you're failing those and it's because you didn't know the topics, that's one thing. But if it's because you misread it because it's different wording, fine, get used to the wording. You want to kind of get used to new wording sometimes. Boy, NVIDIA is just killing me. Okay. Okay, this is what I tell them. Okay, hold on. Raul. I love it.
Go. Oh, cha-cha-ching-ching. Here come the hot stepper.
So are you done, Raul? Is that it? I'll get back to you in the 180 thing. Are you done? Is that it? You're done? I hope you are. That'd be great to go into the year with no more tests to take. Okay. Now, so Eddie B, we got you done, right? Go, remember, guys, I'm always about 10, 15 minutes behind. So if you ask a question, if you see me pass it, maybe, then ask again, but don't worry about killing it. This is what I tell everyone. If you don't feel defeated, we're gonna be good, right? 6 months is a long time. What I want you to do, I want you to not study for the next 3 months. Now you have a choice. Here's your choice. Either you can have your firm sponsor you for the 6 or the 7 now, start studying for that, okay? Or you're taking the 65. Well, you can study for the 65 now. You don't have to take it after. So if they're not going to let you take the 65, you don't want to do it on your own, take 3 months off, because you can't study for 6 months. You'll blow your head off, right? So I would say if you're taking it, it's January, take it in July, right? I would wait until May, June, July. I would wait till like end of April, May to start studying again. And what do? You take the couple months off, have a vacation, have a good time, live your life a little bit, then start reading the book. Just read the book, power through it, just get through it one full time. Even if you want to switch books, if you're a Kaplan, go to SDC, not SDC, go to Achievable, whatever it is. By the way, on that note, guys, go check out Achievable. Don't even I love using my link, but if you don't want to, go right to them, achievable.me, go around me, try them out. They're fucking outstanding. They even give you a free trial for a day. Try them out. If you like them, buy them. If you don't like them, move on. Now, they explain the shit better than anyone else. So think about that, Abel. But first, think if you can take the 65 while you're waiting. That's not a bad idea, because it will sort of get you ready because it's product stuff. And if you can pass that, you get a win under your belt, and it saves some time. Because you don't want to sit there, take this SIE in 6 months, then have to wait another 2 months to take the 65. You have time. Maybe fill it with the 65 and 63. Who knows? Or if you have to take the 6, take the 6 while you're at it. If they'll let you. Bitcoin's back up again. That's awesome. Now, I think if you're not going to take another test, you got to take off till like April and May, just because you're going to burn out. And once you do, start reading the book. Once you're done with that, start doing questions, then quizzes, and we're going to get you through that. And jump on here every Tuesday night. We're going to get you there. Okay. So Eddie B, we got that. Okay. The contributions, no, I think it's still $7. I think it's $7,000, right? It's still $7. I don't think it changed. I think the IRA stuff is still the same. I think it's still $7,000. I don't think was it 60. Yeah, I don't think that went up that much yet. There's a couple of things that change, right? So you always remember Roth and $7,000. It's fine. So it's still 7. It's basically the same. Nothing's really changed. The T+1 has changed. I think the Keo, I think the Keo and SEP IRA went up to $70,000, I think. But other than that, everything else, for the most part, is going to be the same. Okay. So first of all, red herring. So how do I tell the difference between red herrings, preliminary prospectuses, offering memorandums, and official statements? Okay. First of all, red herring and preliminary prospectus are the same thing. Okay. That's the preliminary prospectus. I can't speak. You know that. Is the offering document that you do during the cooling off period. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say you can buy it. It says this is not an offer for sale. And it's just giving you the base. The stuff is a prospectus, but it's missing the date and the final price because they can't do it. They can assume. Okay. Offering memorandum usually is with Reg D. So offering memorandum is Reg D. Offering circular is Reg A. And this is the way I remember. Anything official is always muni. It's official notice of sale, official statement, I always think is muni. Official statement is like the disclosure doc for about munis. Okay, so write this down. Preliminary and official statement are the same thing. Therefore, during the cooling off period of a new issue. Offering circular, Reg A. Offering memorandum, always think memorandum is D. Memorandum, D for dumb, okay? Memorandum, I just thought of that. I don't know if it'll work. And then anything with the word official in it is muni. Official notice of sale is how they announce the deal. And then official statement is a disclosure doc for that deal. Okay. Eddie, do you ask? I think you asked it like 4 times. I hope I answered it. Okay. Kavita, we're good. Okay. Kavita, we're gonna rock this. Davin, okay. Davin and Coy, we got this. Okay. So now, That's so much time. That's 2 weeks, Kavita. That is 2 weeks to get your scores up, even if they're good. Okay. So this is what I tell everyone. If you have 2 weeks to go and you're getting nervous, take a day off. Or how about this one? Maybe if you don't want to take a day off, maybe one day. If not, take a day and just spend like 2-3 days just reading. Go back and read the weak stuff, right? Go back and read mutual funds. Go back and read annuities. Go back and read like the tax stuff and any kind of stuff like that. That's a good way to do it. Okay. So I'd say if you're 2 weeks away and you're getting nervous, take a step away from testing. Go back to reading, watching videos, stuff like that, and then take 2 days off and get back into the testing. So sometimes resetting your head that way helps, or just a goddamn day off. Okay. Go veg out, watch TV. Okay. Gavin, that is outstanding. That is outstanding. Where are we going to go with this? Oh, the market maker. Okay, so this is what I ask everyone who's passed. I don't care what's on the test because we know what's on the test. Were there any surprises like the caveat emptor or shit like that? Were there any surprises on the test that you didn't know about? Let me know. Try that one. Okay. Koi, baby. Koi. You're done, right? We are el finito. That is outstanding. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría. Boom, baby. That is awesome, Koi. Koi Pond, I love it. Davin, I am so happy for you. Eddie, how many times are you gonna ask that question? Okay. I hope you're not answering again. Okay. Now, hope I answered the first time, or maybe it was so bad that you need me to say it again, but I'm out. Okay. Davin, I thank you guys from doing this stuff, because in reality, the only reason I'm doing this, one, because I'm an egotist and I like to hear myself talk, but I like doing this stuff. Like, it's amazing that no matter where my subscribers are, I always fall within the same 30 to 60 people in the lives. It's crazy. Okay. Okay. It's just the name of it. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Okay. Ivy. Okay. Yes. I'll put that. By the way, Kelly, wait, did you get in already? If you just look on Facebook, FINRA Exam Test Prep Network, but I'll put the link in here. Matt, I know it's amazing how, like, they're not trying to, there's not so much tricky, but they really make you doubt yourself. Because if you're not confident, it's really tough to do this. It's really tough. It really makes you doubt yourself, right? Even I know myself, like, I take it, I'm not worried about passing, but it's just like, sometimes you're just like, well, maybe I didn't do as well as I thought. Okay. So here's the link for the Facebook group. It's a great community. It's awesome. Okay. Boy, a lot of passes. I'm going to lose a lot of students. Okay. Okay, Michelle, don't buy them on the website. Do not buy them on the website. I promise you, Michelle, do not buy my videos on the website. I promise you, there's a better way, a cheaper way. Okay, hold on. Type A, I got this. Hold on, let me get this. Okay. So Kelly, there's the Kelly, there's the link I just put in the chat. That should help you. Okay. Ivy, okay. But Liz, I am telling you, it is so helpful, right? It is awesome to do that, right? So it is so amazing once you find a group that you like that challenges you and gets it going. I'm telling you, you got to find your tribe. I'm not kidding about that shit. Okay. Okay, so actually Liz asked me a good question. Okay. I'm going to put this up. See if I can figure out how to do this. Hold on. I think I got to change that. So everyone, I'm going to put a question up that Liz asked me. She sent me an email. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Can everyone read it? Too small. Hold on. There it is. Might not be able to read it. So I'm going to read it to you. Okay. So it doesn't show up that well, but I'm going to read this to you guys. If interest rates increase, which of the following securities has the largest price change? Okay. So again, if the interest rates increase, which of the following securities has the largest price change? Treasury note trading at a discount, a treasury note trading at a premium, a treasury bond trading at a discount, a treasury bond trading at a premium. Obviously, the answer is treasury bond trading at a discount. But why? Okay. But why? What's the answer? This is the reason. Remember something, Liz. I would say long and low, baby, long and low. My wife goes, why you say that? Okay, so long and low, baby, because it sounds dirty, but it's not. Long and low. Long-term bonds move more than short-term bonds. So there's the bonds. And low coupon moves more than high coupon. Long and low, baby. Long-term bonds move more than short-term bonds. And low coupon bonds move more than high coupon. So if you find a long-term bond, low coupon, there it is. So treasury bond trading at a discount means it's low priced. Same thing. It's going to move the most. That's what it is. Just remember long and low, baby. Long-term bonds, low coupon move the most. You can even exchange in low coupon with low price. So discounts move more than par premium. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. The other one, don't worry about it. They're not going to make you do the contract size on the, I haven't seen it yet where they make you do the contracts on the foreigns, but just remember, epic, right? So if I'm a U.S. exporter, I'm going to buy puts on the foreign currency. If I'm a U.S. importer, I'm going to buy calls, okay? Now remember, if I think the foreign currency is going up, I buy calls. If I think the foreign currency is going down, I buy puts. Because remember, you're buying it on the foreign, not the U.S. So if I think the U.S. is going down, that means the foreign is going up. So I'm buying calls. If I think the U.S. is going up, that means the foreign is going down. So I'm buying puts. Remember epic, and remember you're just tracking what you want to, what you think is going to happen. If you think foreign shit is going up, you buy calls. If you think foreign shit is going down, you buy puts. Okay. 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 Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you've been studying for a week, if you're studying for a week on 58 questions, okay. I mean, I just don't want you to be just taking. I mean, I hope you've read the book at least or watched the videos or something. But yes, you probably could. It's tough because here's what I tell everyone: to get from 0 to 60 is one level of hardness. From get 60 to 72 is that same level of hardness. Like you need to try as hard from 60 to 72 as 1 to 60 because 1 to 60 is foundation, and then the rest is just it's a steeper and steeper hill. So I would, yes, you could, but I wouldn't book it till you're passing exams. I mean, you could definitely do it. I've had a guy. One guy I know, he couldn't get over a 62 on the benchmark or Kaplan at all, and he passed and he said it was easy. He got an easy draw, right? But you want to get yourself to at least 72 or so before you're taking it. Now, Simon, if it's already booked, then sure, you can pass. I mean, we got to go with that, right? You got, if you, like, as I say, I'm a really good test taker, strictly through delusion, okay? Because I am so delusional that I think I can pass these exams. I do. Okay, so I don't worry about them. I don't freak over bad ones. I don't shoot for 100. I get high scores, but I don't worry about the ones I let go. I just let them go. Okay. And that's the thing. You got to let shit go sometimes. You're not going to get 100. And this is the one that people, I love this part. On the 7, you can get 35 wrong and still pass, right? So you get, right? Can we do that? Am I doing the math right? 125 times 0.72, 90. Yeah. So you can get 35 questions wrong and still pass. So let's think about it that way. You can get 10 in a wrong. You're going to get 10 in a row wrong 3 times and pass. So I want you to start thinking the test is 100% doable. Don't think it's bad. Okay. That is outstanding. Type A. I was waiting for that, baby. I was waiting for you to come on. Is this a good one? Oh, yeah.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta.
I love it. That's awesome. Type A. Any surprises on it? That's what I keep saying. Boom. My big thing is, I don't want to know what's on it. I just want to know, did anything surprise you? That's the biggest thing. Because that tells me that we're missing something. I'm more excited about what we're missing. I know we're covering the right stuff. But there's always some stuff that pops up that you're like, wow, I didn't know that was on there. Boom. But we got this, baby. We got it, Tyler. We're going to get it, right? Keep grinding. We got this. Remember, the last 7 days, you want to be taking finals every day. Good. Okay. I'm 20 minutes behind. I'm way behind. Okay. Don't worry about listen. Don't worry about the rule numbers, first of all, on munis. Look, I have a video on the muni stuff. Remember, there's really only there's muni notes, but there's really 2 types of muni bonds, right? So we have so he asked him about different types of muni bonds. There's not that many. They fall under the same thing, right? So we have GOs and revenues. GOs are for shit that's free to use. Libraries, parks, local roads, high schools. There's no money generating. So where do they get the money from? The suckers, the taxpayers. That's where they get the money from, ad valorem tax, because there's no revenue coming in. They're not there to make a profit. There's no competing. The only thing they look at is, are people moving in? Are they moving out? Are they paying their taxes? And how much debt do we have per person? That's the GOs, okay? And base it on that, ad valorem, all that stuff. You need a voter approval before you do it. Then we have revenues, which is for shit that costs money, right? Tolls, subways, buses, bridges, rent, airline fees, stuff like that, hospital fees. All those things are revenue. They're generating revenue. So before we issue a revenue bond, we have to get a feasibility study, which basically saying, is it going to work, right? Then a legal opinion, which is looking at all the legal stuff. Is it tax-free or not? Is it who owes the money? Is there insurance? Stuff like that. Are we allowed to issue it? And you want an unqualified opinion, right? We want an unqualified opinion. We want them to say, hey, we got no issues. Unqualified legal opinion is the gold. It means there's no issues. A qualified legal opinion means there's a problem. Now, you don't need voter approval. Why do you not need voter approval for a revenue bond? Because if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. With a GO, whether if you live there or not, you're paying for it because everyone pays taxes. But if it's a revenue bond and you don't want to take the toll, you don't want to take the subway, you don't have to. So basically, the way you vote on it is by using it. So it's all user fees. They are going to look at the credit rating. They're going to look at like things, are there competing facilities? Like, so now we have 3 airports in New York City area, right? We have LaGuardia, Kennedy, and Newark. Now there's one in Westchester that's like one little dinky little airport, right? I got flown out of it. Basically, the TSA agent yells at the gate agent to wait, Ken's coming through, something like that. It's really tiny. They're doing a study now to decide if we can afford a new one. Like, are there enough? I mean, if you ever go to like the airports, there's like a 2-hour, you got to get there 2 hours early, right? Sometimes. So they're thinking, do we have enough demand for a 4th airport? So they're doing a feasibility study now. I think it's came back and they said no, but they did a feasibility study to say, should we turn the Westchester airport into an international big airport? Will it generate enough revenue? They look at other competing facilities. They would say LaGuardia, Kennedy, and Newark. Is there enough overflow from them to generate a good enough airport? And they decided no, it wasn't. But that's what they do. They were going to make Morristown Airport back in the 20s when I was a little kid. Okay, not the 2020s, the 1920s. Okay, Jessica, we got this. Boom, I got it. Okay, boom. Chris, hang on. So that's boom. Like, we got this, Jessica. You're gonna nail this thing. I know you will. You nail the 7 real quick. You're gonna nail this one. Chris, the CFA level 1. That is no fucking slouch. Oh, I'm glad I'm here to let you to jump on your bandwagon. That is awesome. Got the CFA level 1. Now that's funny. So somebody asked me once, the traders at Goldman before the AI took over, they didn't have to get the full CFA. They just had to pass level 1. I think that has the highest fail rate because it's the hardest you're getting used to it. Level 2 and level 3, I think, have lower fail rates because you're weeding out the people who did it. So that is outstanding. That is such a hard fucking test. Just once you get that, that's like having an MBA for $1,000. It's awesome. You put that after your name. It's awesome. Okay. Sam, I'm going to give you, for all 3, we got this. I hope you're still here, Cam.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
Boom, baby. That is outstanding, Sam. You're done now, right? How great is it to be fucking done? How great is it to have that thing gone out of your fucking life that you don't have to think about it anymore? That is outstanding. Okay. How far behind am I? I am still 20 minutes behind. I'm 21 minutes behind. The worst I ever got was like 45 minutes behind. I feel so bad. Okay. Finish the book the 29th and then here's the thing. So guys, when you're doing this, that's what my video said. If you finish on the 29th and you have 13 days, take quizzes for 5 and then take finals for 7. You can do quizzes quicker, but you want to take quizzes to get yourself the topics, find your weaknesses. Remember, guys, whenever you're taking quizzes, you're trying to find your weakness, okay? You're not doing it to see if you're ready. At some point you are, but you're really trying to find where you're weak. And then you can attack it. So whenever you're going to a test, don't get nervous about the practice exams. Think, okay, what am I going to find? What weakness am I going to expose today? It changes your attitude. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, hit a like and share this shit to people that you think will be totally offended. Okay. So again, quizzes, after you're done reading, then when you're done with the short quizzes, then start finals and bang this thing out. Okay. Okay, Shadow, you're up next. Okay. We got this. Abel, I know you have this. Yeah, you're going to love Achievable. I love how they explain stuff. So just follow their program. You're going to nail this thing. Boom, we're going to get this. We have 11 days and you're going to nail this thing. We are going to nail this together. Abel, I'm pulling you across the finish line myself. Okay. So Michelle, I'm almost to you. Do not buy anything. Okay. Okay. So Shadow, there's a couple of choices. They'd have to give you choices. So if they're fearing a near-term correction, so you could either do sell a call or buy put. If you're still bullish, right? So if you're still bullish, I'd more likely, by the way, I'm not a legend. I'd more likely buy a put because here's a problem. If you sell a call, right? So if I'm long stock and I buy a put, if I can make money, I can still make money going up, right? And I have protection. If I sell a call, I lock in. The problem is I limit my gain, right? So if I'm long 100 shares at 50 and I sell a 55 call, I can only make that difference no matter how high the stock goes, but I'm helping myself out a little bit on the downside, but I'm giving up upside for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to buy a put or just ride it out when it drops by more. That's what I would do because I'm a moron. But again, buy stock, you buy a put, you still stay bullish, but you're protecting your downside. But you have to raise your break even, right? Because if you buy stock and buy a put, that's 2 buys. So we're going to add the premium to the stock price. But if I sell a call, which could be an answer, don't like it though, because you're limiting your upside. You're more neutral when you sell a call. Like if the stock rises, you're not getting anything out of it. Shadow, I hope that helped a little. Okay. Now, Michelle, do not go to my website to do this. Go to YouTube where you are. Go find the join button. It's cheaper. If you go to my website, you're going to pay $60 for 4 videos, right? They're great. But if you go to the website, if you go to YouTube and you hit the join button, hit the options only videos, there's 2 things you get out of it. One, you get 25 videos on my playlist, which is a better. Okay. And then it's a lot cheaper than that. And then that's your coupon code. And you get to see a lot. And since you're at that level, you see the old classes. You see the classes are around on Friday nights. You get to see the replays of them. Not right away. I mean, usually months later, but I have so many of them on there. You can learn a lot from them. There's one in October that was outstanding. But again, do not buy it on my website. Grant, if you really want to waste your money on that, go ahead. But if not, just join the YouTube. It's all the same videos. It's actually the same 4 videos plus 25, plus 21 more that will help you. Go try it out. Okay. Kenzie, I'll get to you in 1 second. Okay. I'm afraid to see what the question would be. Okay. Yeah, the good delivery, I can talk about that. Everyone hates that. Doing my Series 7, how about I me to remember the TANs? Okay, don't worry about TANs, RANs, bands, just know they're muni notes, right? So let's think about this for a second. So if I have a muni note, if I need money on a short-term basis, so like in New York City, it costs $2 million an inch to pick up snow, which is nuts, right? So every inch that falls, we have $2 million. So let's say if a 2-footer come in, that's $50 million that we may not have. So we go, but wait, we have money coming in taxes in April, or we have money coming in from revenue from subways and tolls. So we're going to issue a TAN, future taxes, or a RAN, future revenue, now. All muni notes, the TANs, RANs, bands are all short-term notes, okay? TANs, RANs, and trans, right? So I used to joke, TANs, RANs, and then Caitlin, the trans, right? Okay, so now, TANs are for tax anticipation note, RANs are revenue anticipation note, and TRAN is tax and revenue. So those, remember something, the big one is those 3 are the only ones you can use if you're running out of money as a town. Like right now. So think about this. Right now, the city's going to need money before the government promised to help out LA, right? So they don't know, it may take months for the money to get there. So what happened is LA might issue what they call GANs, grant anticipation notes. They'll issue notes now to start paying to clean all that shit up once the fires are gone. And then when the grant comes in, it'll pay off the GAN. So all these little muni notes are issued with a known source of funding. TANs, future taxes. RANs, future non-tax revenues. A BAN, we're going to issue it now, and then when the GEO bond is actually issued, it'll pay it off. So all of them have short-term notes that are paid off for the future thing. Don't worry about every little detail, but you should know those. Okay. Now, okay, Kenzie, I'll get you. Okay, this is the only thing I can tell you. Get the fuck off my live only, Alex, right? What are you doing? Get off, go get some sleep. No, you're fine. Go watch my quick and dirty. Maybe do a little quick ethics and prohibited activity stuff and go from there. That's really where you should be going. So if you're going to do this, if you're going to take this tomorrow, which is great, you're ready for this. I know you're ready, right? Take it. Go get take it easy. Maybe do a quick review of ethics and prohibited activities. It's all over the test. And then watch my quick and dirty and go bake this out. Okay. Bang this out. You're going to be, and get some sleep. Seriously, most important thing. Okay. Back to this. And then Tommy, boom. Okay. Hold on. Tommy. I wish I had a Tommy song. I wish I had something from The Who. Boom, Tommy. That is outstanding. Nice Italian name. That's way to get the first one done. And now let's get on the next step. Okay, here we go. Now, Kenzie. Okay. This one's complicated to do by words, but we're going to give it a shot. Actually, I hope if I disconnect that problem. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yep. Okay. That's activity. I don't care. Don't care about that. Whiteboard. Oh, I don't want the new whiteboard. Shit. No. There we go. See if I can do this now. Let's see if I can do this. Where's my share? Here we go. I'm going to make sure you can see it. Okay. I don't know which is better. So now let's get on this. So you said 540 shares, right? So 540 shares. You have to deliver lots of 100. Okay, so that's the deal here. You have to be able to deliver lots of 100 shares. So for 500 shares, good delivery. By the way, the last 40 shares can come any way you want. So the first 500 is what's important. So the last 40 can be 40 lots of 1. I can do 20 and 20, 10 and 10, 10, 10, 10 and 10. But for the first 500, it has to be lots of 100. So it can be 200 plus 300, then the 40. I'm going to ignore the 40 part, okay? I can do that. I can do 100 plus 400. That's totally fine. Here's where you get it. So now 5. I can do 10 lots of 50. Because you have to be able to add up the 2 round lots have to add to 100, not to 500, not to 700, to 100, okay? You can do 50 lots of 10 because they add up. Now, let's see if I can do this right. So 8, 10, 12. Let's see. Let me do this right. You can't do like the 500 makes it hard. So I do this one. Hold on a second. So you can't do like 6 lots of 80 and 60. Okay? That would be 540. Okay? That won't work. Okay? Okay. That won't work. Okay? Because there's no way to make 80 equal 100. I'd rather, the better one to do is here 300. Watch, I'll do 300. It's easier to look at. So if I have 300 shares, I can do 6 groups of 50. That works because you can plug the 50s together. But you cannot do 5 lots of 60 because there's no way to combine 2 60s to do it. You can do 3 lots of 20 paired with 3 lots of 80. That works because the 80s and 20s mark. So the whole thing is, remember something. The good delivery has to be the round lots or the odd lots have to equal 100, not 800, not 2, 3, 400, 800. Okay. So you can't, that's what I'm saying. So you can do, this is a no good. Okay. That you can't do. You can't do 5 lots of 60, but you can do 3 lots of 20, 3 lots of 50. They have to equal 100. I hope that helps a little bit. Again, not busy on the test, not heavy on the test, but it could be there. Okay. 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 So here's the thing. The cost basis, they screw you up, right? So cost basis is what you pay for shares, right? Cost basis is what you pay. So if you buy stock at 40 and 50 and 60 and 70, if you don't choose a method, they have to use the first share. So let's say I buy 140, 150, 160, and 170. So I buy 140, 50, 60, and 70. And then I sell shares at 70. If I don't mention a method, they're going to use 40. Because if you don't mention a method, they do FIFO. That's on any exam. If you don't mention a method, the broker-dealer, IRS requires them to use FIFO, first shares you bought. But you can do select, you can choose your shares. So if I buy shares at 40, 50, 60, 40, 50, 60, and 70, and I sell stock at 70, I don't want to pay taxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the shares I bought at 70, the 70 lot. So if I, instead of using the 40, 50, 60 that I have to pay taxes on, I'm going to choose the 70. So if I choose the ones I bought at 70 and I sold them at 70, even though I technically made money, I technically in the IRS, I'm not making money because I sold them for even. You always want to kick the taxes down the road. Yes, eventually you have to pay taxes on the 40 shares, the lots you bought at 40, but do that later. So again, if you don't choose a method, they automatically do FIFO, which usually is the lowest price. The thing you can do is you can choose to choose your shares. You can choose whatever shares you want. That's the way that goes. Hope that helps a little bit of Carisha. Karish one, maybe Crush. It's not overcomplicated. If you use a mutual fund, you're allowed to average out the prices, but not normal shares. So it's either for FIFO or choose the shares you want to do. If it's a mutual fund, you can do FIFO. If you don't mention a method, choose the shares, or you can do average price. That's where it goes. And again, the vendors try to do the old pick the one that has the lowest cost or the lowest tax bracket or the highest profit in the lowest tax bracket. And then you're trying to go, okay, they're not doing it on the test, but you're trying to find all of them that are over a year later and then the lowest price. It's so stupid that they do that, but you get it wrong because it's hard to track what it is. So again, the vendors love to do the old pick the one with the highest taxes or the highest profit, but the lowest taxes, right? So you have to find the ones over a year because remember, a long-term gain is a lower tax bracket. Then you find the lowest cost basis, which is whatever. I think they make it much more complicated than the exam. Okay. Yeah, I know that's true. I think they do a lot less accept questions, right? That I think the test is going to have some accept questions, but a lot less than you think. So think about that. That's why I did this crazy town thing. Don't start overthinking it. Don't try to beat the test, right? I just did a video on going to crazy town with taking questions. Keep it simple, baby. What happens is sometimes you're so used to doing questions with these crazy vendors that you start thinking accept all the time. You say, oh, your read is accept when it's not. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. No. Just do it. Oh yeah, Tyler, saw that. Just go to my YouTube, hit join. Hit join on that, okay? That's the best way to do it. Just hit the join, okay? And you're going to see everything, okay? Okay, now hold on. Tommy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. Boom, I appreciate it. Boom, I love it. Thank you very much. I'm not the man. You're the man. Okay. Now Giovanni Soprano. Okay. Nice Irish name. Okay. Here's the deal on this. Do you think you are memorizing? I think if you're getting 90s and failing the exam, you're memorizing questions. Take some time off. So you have the 6-month waiting. Don't worry about this, Giovanni. It'll go quicker. You can even try to take the 63 while you're waiting. But I want you to think about this. I want you to make sure that you're not memorizing. So one, stop doing tests for a bit. Don't stop looking at tests, stop looking at questions, and maybe switch your vendors. If you're doing Kaplan, switch to STC or Achievable. If you have Achievable, switch to Kaplan or STC. Obviously, if you do STC, switch to Kaplan or Achievable. I would do Notman, but the problem is Notman, you got to buy the whole package, which is fine. I like them. I like Notman a lot, okay? But you have to buy the whole package. Sometimes you can just buy supplemental exams from that. Okay. So again, Tyler, hope you got this. Just go on the YouTube and just pay the $20 it's $20 for the YouTube videos. You get them for a month, and there's 25 videos. It'll help you a lot. The one video will help you, Tyler, but this way you spend $10 on that. Now you spend 20 and you're done. Okay. No, there's no printed book. Michelle, yeah, there's no printed book. I think you can reach out to them and maybe get a PDF. But what happened was, it's so cheap, right? But people were taking the PDF and passing it around and sending it to each other. So if they could do like a disappearing one, they would do it. But that's and Jesse, you're next. I know I'm 20 minutes behind, but Yeah, they don't do a printed book, but you can get it on your phone. I don't know if you can reach out to them, see what you can do, but they do not do a printed book. Everything's online. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much. Blah, 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 blah. I like that. That's awesome. Okay. Diego, you're next. Okay. Oh, Jesse, you're fine. Let me explain something to you. When I take these exams, and I know my shit, okay? I take the real exams, I'm like high 90s. Like my lowest score is like I took when I just came out of college, I got an 84, 85 on this. So it was a low score, right? Not low, but I'm just saying. Since then, I've never gotten less than a 95, 94. So I'm not flexing. I'm just saying because I know this stuff, right? Best on Kaplan, I'm high 80s. Really? I mean, don't worry about getting 80s. If you're getting mid to high 70s on both of them, you're ready. Seriously, as long as you're not memorizing mid to high 70s, you're in good. Don't worry about it too much. Go over the ones you got wrong. Are they wrong because you misread it or lack of knowledge? If it's misreading, then you can fix that. If it's lack of knowledge, you can obviously fix that too. But misreading is easy. That means you know your shit. You did too fast. Remember, because speed kills, baby. Okay, speed kills. So just keep in mind on that. That you're not getting mid 80s is. I mean, it can happen, but it's not the goal. I'd love it, but if you're high 70s on both STC and Kaplan, you're ready, man. And you're 13 days away. You're more than ready. Okay. Okay. Luis, I'll get to that. Okay. Hold on. Moises. Okay. Hold on. Vivis. Okay. Boom. That's awesome. We got to do this. I know I'm behind, but I'll do it quick.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that.
That is also awesome. Viva Chris. I love that. Okay. Hold on. Leaps would only be a correct answer if they're asking what long-term options like over a year, over 9 months. The only time leaps would ever be an answer is if they're looking for long-term options over a year. Okay. Basic points I'll get to you. Diego, I want to see if there's anything. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Sorry. We got this.
I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I.
Boom, baby. That's awesome, Tiffany. I love it. That's awesome. Let me answer some real questions now. Hold on. Okay. Progressive versus regressive. I'll get through these quick. These aren't bad. So progressive taxes versus regressive taxes. Okay. So progressive taxes, okay, are the more you make, the more they take, like your income tax. If you make 20 grand a year, they tax you 10. You make 30, they tax you on the. Now remember, they're not taxing you on everything. So say the tax bracket is 0 to 20%, 20,000 at 10%. Then 20 to it's 20 to 80. But let's say it's 20 to 80 grand is like 15%. You're not taxed on everything. You're taxed on everything above the 20 at that higher rate. And then if you get over 80, then that's taxed at a higher rate, but only the amount over 80. So you have brackets. So the first 20 grand you earn, you'll pay 10%. The next 20 to 80, you pay 15. And then from 80 to 100, you're going to pay like 25%. So that's progressive. The more you make, the more they take. Now, regressive taxes are sales tax, okay? That's like a sales tax. That's like if I go out to dinner with Jim Cramer, right? We go to Roots, we have dinner. And it's like it's $1,000 bill. We say the $10 to the $100 taxes, right? If we split the taxes, it hurts me more than it hurts him because it's a flat rate. We're paying 50 each. He makes 20 million a year. I don't. So to him, it's nothing. It's a rounding error. For me, it's real. Okay. So regressive taxes are like sales taxes, or like the. You ever hear them talk about the subway? Raising the subway is a regressive tax because everyone pays that, even if you're poor, right? Granted, they have programs, but the point is, whenever they raise taxes on stuff like this for across the board, it is a regressive tax. Okay. So what happens is people who make less, it hurts more. So progressive, the more you make, the more they take. And then regressive is a flat. And then what happens is it hurts the people on the bottom rung of the income more than the top rung. Okay. Now, basis points, not that big. Remember something. Okay. Now, basis points. Remember, 100 basis points equals 1%. It equals 10%, $10. Okay. So if I say, they might ask a question like, oh, the stock went up 100 basis points. Well, that means the price went up 100 basis points. The rate went down by 1%. Okay. So if they said the stock went down by 50 basis points, that means the yield went up by 0.5% because 50 is a half. That's what you have to do. Basis points, okay, is 100 basis points equals 1% equals $10 equals 1 point. Okay. I have a video on that. That's the whole point here, is that basis points are basically just every 100 basis points is 1%. They try to teach that 0.0001 shit. So fucking hard to do that. Okay. I'd much rather do this one. 100 basis points is 1%. So 50 basis points is 0.5%. 200 basis points is 2%. Very easy math. I'm big on keep it simple, stupid, because I'm a dumbass. Okay. Maybe. It's time. Oh, Aaron, we got to talk. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I got to put your shit in. I'm going to send you some stuff, Aaron, for this weekend, next week. Okay. Hope you got some reading in. Michelle, it's tough. Okay. It's possible, but not easy. Okay. Because it could be, if you get low questions, if you don't get a lot of option questions, it works. But you have to assume you're going to get between 15 and 25, right? Now, if you can where are you running into trouble? I mean, trust me, do my videos, do the YouTube, spend 2 days doing that, and then come back on Tuesday and tell me if you still feel bad. I promise you'll change your fucking life. You'll if you watch all those videos and get through them and you buy into it and do the options Armageddon and all that stuff, I promise you, you're gonna wish more you're gonna feel much better about it. Because the T-chart, some people like, some people don't. I don't use T-charts. It's very visual. Try it that way. It's all about the break point. Okay. Break even point. Okay. What's on it? Okay. So where am I? I'm catching up. What's on a trade confirmation? Okay. So we have to have, I always forget. It's like a mental block for me. I always have to look at it, but I'm going to try to do it memory. You need the name of the person. You need the account number. You're going to have what they did, like buy or sell, the amount, how much they paid, any commissions or possibly principal, if it's called. So remember, the trade confirmation is telling you what you did. So we'll have how much, whether you bought or sold, how many shares you did, how much it cost you. It'll have the symbol. It'll have your name and account number, so you know it's you. It'll have your commission or markup marked down. I mean, that's really what it's going to be. And that's what it's going to say. It's going to tell you what you did and how much you paid. And if it's callable, like if it's been called or not, or any special things that happen, they will do it on that. If you see discount, it's an accretion. So here's the thing. Accretion is for discounts. So think accretion like ascending the stairs. You're going up. And I always think of amortization like Spanish for death is muerto. So it's dying a little, going down. It's a stretch, okay? But if you see, remember, the big one is OID, you must accrete. So if it's an OID, you have to accrete. If it's a premium muni, you have to amortize. So that means if it's a premium and it's a corporate or treasury, you do not have to amortize. So I'll say that again. If it's an OID, a zero coupon, original issue discount, you have to accrete. If it's on the premium side, if it's a muni premium, you have to amortize. Everything else you get to choose. That's really the way it goes. Okay. So again, I think that works. The buzzwords, if you see discount, it's accretion. If it's premium, you see amortization. But look for what I said. OID, you have to accrete. Premium uni, you have to also. If it's not that, look for the word we have to accrete. We have to amortize. Okay. Okay. Tyler, there you go. It's going to help you. Okay. What are you sick of me already? Meester, you done? You want me to leave? Okay, I can leave. Okay. I would usually end when I'm done, right about an hour. Okay. So Oliver, we just did it, right? So basis points. Okay, we'll do this again. Wait, did Luis ask that? You guys fucking sit next to each other again? Yeah, motherfucker. Is that Luis, the one with Oliver? I swear to God, if it's you two and you're doing that and you just sit next to each other and asking the same question. Okay. Now, Angela, I appreciate it. Brian, I didn't see you in class today. You're not coming? Okay. Now, so again, basis points, I'll do it again just so we have it. Basis points is a cost thing. So 100 basis points equals 1% equals $10. So remember that. So if I move up 500 basis points, that's 5%. If I move up half a basis point, 50 basis points, that's 0.5%. If I move up 25 basis points, that's 0.25. Okay, I'm starting to catch up here. Okay. Devin, I appreciate it. Okay. Boom. I love it. Okay. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah. Boom. You get Devin, you made them all on your own. That's outstanding. Okay. Okay. Yes. So first of all, if you're taking the 7, just go to the playlist, the Series 7 playlist, and watch it in order. Okay. Secondly, that matches STC's timeline, but it's not STC based. Then the next thing, find the video called Options Membership. See if I can put it in here. Michelle, I'll see if I can find it for you. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it logged me out because it hates me coming in from Firefox. Yeah. It's me. I'm verifying it's me. My fingerprint is good. Okay. No, I don't need to check activity. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll go in through that. Okay, we're good. Nope. Everything's me. So you're going to let me go in? Or maybe not. So let me do it this way. I'll jump in through this. Okay. Where are we? Where is the two of you? So it's funny when you're married long enough, your entire life comes down to just sending memes to each other, Instagram posts. Okay, here we go. Where is my option math playlist? Here it is. Okay. So Michelle, anyone who just joined the membership, anyone who joined the options membership, this is the playlist to watch in order. Start with number 1 and work your way through. That's what you do. So that's what you do. And you can even create your own playlist. Okay. Brian Spaeth, baby. Okay. That's awesome. That's perfect. 7 days to go, one final day. Now remember, thank you. I'm enjoying doing them. I love when you guys watch them. I appreciate it. And I love when you guys share them. Focus on, after you take the test, review every single point. Remember, review everything. Okay. Oh, I jumped. Okay. Oh, we're done. I caught up, baby. That is outstanding. Not too bad. So let's get this done, right? So Brian, we got to make sure that we're that you're going over my ADD just kicks in. It's like, oh, a squirrel. Make sure you're reviewing every single question after you're done. I tell everyone when you take a test, every single one, you have to review every single answer, both right and wrong. Now, before I go, okay, Jesse, we'll go over this. But I want everyone on here. This is how many people on here? I want everyone to type in here, I'm going to pass the test. Everyone say this. I don't care how you say it with them. I'm going to pass the motherfucking test. I don't care what it is. I want everyone to type in here, I'm going to pass the test. Everyone has to do that. I need to know that you guys are confident enough to pass the test and not worried about jinxing it, that you're going to pass it. We got to have confidence. Okay. Everyone has to say it. It feels good to say it sometimes. Sometimes it feels good to say, I'm going to pass. Not I need to pass, not I got to pass. I'm going to pass this MFR. So it feels good to say it. It really does. Okay. Now, there are 3 types of communications. Okay. It's not that bad. Okay. There's 3 types of communications. If you're sending to 25 or less people as correspondence, it gets reviewed, not pre-approved. Okay. Remember that. Correspondence is reviewed. Okay. Now, there we go. Now, if it's over 25, remember, not 25 or less is correspondence. Over 25 is retail. And again, sometimes the vendors go crazy on this. Anything over 25 people in a 30-day period has to be pre-approved because it's retail. The exception to that are like chat rooms and like public appearances. Then it just has to be reviewed. Okay. Now, come on, let's go. Everyone say it. I love it. Okay. Now, if you're just sending to institutions, then it's just institutional and you do not need pre-approval. You send an ETF, you don't need pre-approval. If it's all to institutions, like register reps and stuff, you don't need pre-approval, but you might have to put a stamp on it saying for firm use only or institutional use only, so they know that they can, like a watermark, so they know they can't send it. Okay. That's kind of the deal here. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. Now, keep moving on that. Under 25 or less correspondence review, 26 to whatever retail, pre-approval, that's retail. If it's institution, it's reviewed. Now, if you have 30 institutions and 10 retail, that's correspondence. It's treated the same way, reviewed. Again, if it's a chat, if you see the word interactive, like a chat room, it's a retail, but it gets reviewed. If you see static, then you have to get it pre-approved. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go on this. Aaron, boom. Luis, Angelina, Ashley, Angelita, Oliver, we're going to pass. Okay. Just go and hit the join button. And if you want to join the class, if you want to just do the FINRA exams, it's serious study time. And if you want to do the options also, it's called the weekly options class. Just go right on it. Go right on the channel. Just hit the join button. It gives you the choices. But I would say do it on your laptop so Apple doesn't take an extra 30% out of you. Anything on Apple, they add 30% to the cost. So do it on your laptop if you can. Jesse, Dave, Gita, Brian, Melanie. Okay. Boom. There you go. Now you're not a join, right? So I just said it, you're going to join by hitting the join button and hit either the serious study group is just a series 7 class. And then if you do the options weekly, the weekly options class, that covers everything. Now, remember, when you go up, you get everything below it, right? So if you do options only, you get options plus the membership classes. If you do serious study, you get a class plus the options videos plus the review of the classes. If you do the weekly options thing, you get the weekly options, you get the FINRA class, then you get the options videos, and then you get all this stuff. So paying up is a lot. Okay. Angelo, we got this, baby. Okay, love it. Okay. I am so happy with you guys. This is awesome. Again, this is my favorite. Tuesdays and Thursdays is my favorite. I love coming on here. I love doing this stuff. I love hanging out and talking to people. Anybody have any last minute stuff before I go? Because I think I have a Moises in about 5 minutes as soon as we're done. Boom. I love it. Okay. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Everyone, let me shut down my Zoom. And okay, we got a successful. We got some questions out of the way. We got some hype shit going. We did a good job. Jita, okay, that's hard to do now, but here, I got a couple of things that'll help you. Let me find these. Hold on. Oh, I don't want that. I want my channel. Hold on. One second. Let me find videos. I'm going to start with one that's a story. Hold on. There it is. Okay. First, we're going to do this. This is a good one. Yeah, Oliver. That's funny. So here. So Jita, that's one. That's more of a story to help you out. And then I got the other one. Hold on. I don't even know what this. It's funny. I literally did 2 videos. You tell me which one you like better, Jita. I'm going to do 2 of these. Okay. Yes, Aaron, I agree. Okay. Boom. There you go. Every Friday night, baby. Luis and Oliver sitting in the same room fucking with me, but that's okay. That's one. And here's the other one. They might even be the same video, but I think I uploaded it twice, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. Yes, Luis, you're all going to pass. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for coming on here. Thank you for suffering through an hour and 15 minutes of this. And we're going to head out of here. You all have a good night and wash your hands and maybe keep reading. Don't stop reading. Thank you very much for coming in. Goodbye.
Looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", no eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5". I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", no eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5".